Hi, this is Kathy Ellison, and this is a lesson on how to embed information and Google Forms into Schoolwires so that you could make your Schoolwires page more of a learning tool. Some of you found that interesting because I showed you some of the stuff that I did regarding quests with boot camp and other things like that. So here's my little quest that I created, and I embedded a video for students to watch on how to use our catalog, and then I asked them down here to give me a book recommendation. And this is a little form that they could fill out, and then when they hit submit, it goes into your Google Drive. And your Google Drive is something that's attached to your Gmail account. So all of that information right here actually goes into a little spreadsheet that I have right here. So some people were interested in learning exactly how to do that, and I'm going to go through the steps right now. The first thing you have to do is you have to create a form. You do that by going to Google Drive, and right now it looks like this, although they change it a lot and frequently, but there's a red Create button over here. Hold down the red Create button and you'll see that there are many things you can create, and one of them is Form. Okay, so now I have an untitled form, but it's hiding behind my chance to choose a theme. So I'm going to quickly choose one of these themes. Purplicious looks great to me, and I click OK. It's not going to turn purplicious, but I can see up here that it says that my theme is going to be purplicious. Now, my form is untitled right now, and I do want to give it a title. Whenever we give something a title, it's going to appear up here at the top of the form. So you see 5th grade book recommendations is actually the title for that form. So I'm going to make my form something like Sample for Teachers. If I want to give my kids any information about this, it would appear in the form right here. So mine said, remember that you need to use the library catalog to find out. So any instructions you might have for the filling out of the form, you would put them right here. So Sample for Teachers. This is the instruction bit. Okay, now you get a chance to start doing your question. And you can do as many questions as you want. But it's going to give you the chance to see one question right here. So my first question is going to be first name. I put in first name. And now I get question type. For a first name, I can definitely use text. And you see down here that this is about as much text as they're going to get. We click done. And there's my first question. Now I can add another item, and I can add section headers and page breaks, but I can also add all of these different types of questions. I can choose text, which is short, paragraph text, which is longer, multiple choice, check boxes, choose from a list, scale, and grid. Grid is new. I've never seen it before. I don't know what it does. All right, so let's say I want another item just so I can have two questions. I'm going to choose a multiple choicer. And let's pretend this is a survey, so I'm going to see what is your favorite kind of salmon. And my multiple choice will be chum, coho, being wonky, chum. You only get those two choices. Yeah, and then I'm going to hit done. Now I've got two questions. One's multiple choice. And I'm moving on. I could add as many questions as I want, but now I'm going to see that my confirmation page, which is the page that somebody gets after they fill it out, is going to be right here. So it says your response has been recorded. You could change that to thanks. I am ready, thanks for taking my survey. Okay, and now I'm going to hit send form. Okay. Now, this is the place where we're going to grab some embed code. So here is where it says embed, and this is the code that I want. And I'm going to copy it onto my clipboard by using Control-C. going to also note that I can change the size. I can make this more like 500 as opposed wide as opposed to 700 wide. Sometimes that helps because Schoolwires only gives you about 500 pixels to play with as opposed to 760. So I think I'm going to go ahead and make that little change. And then we're going to go back over to the Schoolwires to embed it. But there's one more very important thing that I forgot to tell you about. It's terribly important. It's going to make your form be available to kids even if they don't have a Gmail account. And that's right at the very top. It says, required Bainbridge Island School District login to view this form. Kids can't log in to Gmail for BISD. So you have to take this out to make that form available. It's going to ask you, do not require a sign-in, and you're going to say, yes, I don't want to require a sign-in for the students. So click OK on that and make certain that it's over there and that all is well. Now I'm going to go back over to Schoolwires, and I'm going to go and log into Schoolwires. Once I've logged into Schoolwires, I'm going to go to Site Manager. I'm going to figure out where I want to put this page. I'll just put it on my new page, the very bottom of everything. Let me see. I'm going to put it on my home page. Nope, I'm going to put it on a different place. Okay. Going to Library Home. And I want a new page, definitely. We definitely want to choose the Flex Page option here. We'll name it something like Sample for Teachers. So we give our page a name. Down here at the bottom, Sample for Teachers. I open it up. Now here's the most challenging part. I could copy it right there, but it's not going to work. You have to copy it in HTML, meaning that you're going to have to do the code of the page. So down here, it says normal view. That's what you usually see. You're going to switch it to HTML. You're going to copy the code into there. If you flip back over to normal, it should actually refresh the page and show you what your page is going to look like. So now I'm going to hit save. And now I can hit view website. And I'm going to notice that Sample for Teachers is placed right down there. I'm going to open it up. And there it is, ready for students to use. Okay, so that's a lot of instructions. Hope you caught it. If you have any questions, ask me. You can do a lot with this fun little tool. I've used this for gathering information for parent volunteers for salmon release. They love, parents seem to love this ability because Google Forms work really well on smartphones. And, I've collected stuff for a quiz before. It's just been a really good way of gathering information. The only caveat is that once you've gathered the information, you can't necessarily get it back to the students very easily. It's not like they can go back and work on it again. It's more of a one time and then submit. Thanks for listening. Back to you.